Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this wonderful live stream, The Evolution of Agadmator. This is the life story of Antonio Radic, and this is going to be an amazing stream. I'll start off with we are late by a few minutes, so sorry about that. Uh, like the man whom we are going to invite. But when you talk about, let's say, the world of chess, and you say who's going to be the biggest channel, like let's say a few years ago, everyone would think that it would be a grandmaster, maybe a super GM who's teaching something, or someone would think it would be a big chess organization which has lots of money to promote chess. But then comes a youngster, from Croatia, and he takes the world of chess by storm, and he becomes the first YouTuber to reach 1 million subscribers in chess, which is simply amazing. His name is Antonio Radic, and he is popularly known as Agadmator. And I think there's absolutely no one here in the crowd who would not be knowing him. So we are going to go through his life story, how he managed to reach this unbelievable number. How did it all begin? A lot of things about him we will know today. So I hope the sound and everything is fine over here. I guess in the chat, guys, if everything is good, then without any further delay, let me welcome the man himself, Agadmator. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Antonio.
Hello, Sagar, and hello everyone in the chat. Hope you're all doing well.
How should I address you for this live stream, Antonio or Agadmator?
Antonio is fine, but whatever you prefer, or maybe what's easier to pronounce.
But
Tony is also fine. I mean, you can use anything.
yeah, I always used to be confused. How is it Agadmator, But then I listened to you carefully, and then I got to know it's Mator, Agadmator. So I can call that today. But okay, I'll switch between the two.
Okay.
Everyone is very excited for this, Antonio. First of all, a huge congratulations for reaching 1 million subscribers. It's been around a week or so after since you hit that number. How have things been?
Yeah, I think exactly. Yeah. In regards of reaching this milestone, well, nothing's really changed. A lot of people are contacting me, congratulating me, inviting me over to their shows, their podcasts, but mostly I'm just trying to work as less as possible because I've been grinding all this time. I'm now just keeping it to maybe one Paul Morphy video a day, maybe two. Yesterday I did two. But there are so many online tournaments now with that the chess is being played all day every day on every platform. There's so many good games you can cover. There's so many content, and well, it's hard to be lazy, when there's so much work basically, you know
Yeah,
waiting to be done.
when we see you, your relaxed, calm demeanor gives a feeling that you are laid back and very calm about things. It's very difficult to see the amount of hard work that goes into what you are doing. So we're going to get to know more about that today. Also, if you look at the chat today, it's all hearts. People are spamming a lot of hearts in the chat. They are so happy that you are here. There's
Yeah,
captures, there's hello everyone, and all of that. So we will, you know,
you have
also.
some excellent subscribers.
That's also one of your favorite terms, yeah. Excellent subscribers, yeah. And
Yeah.
so, guys, in the chat, you can also send in your questions to Agadmator, and we will be taking them in between. But right now, let's first of all begin with this one picture that you shared when you reached 1 million on Twitter. What is the significance of this,
Uh-huh.
and who is the other person in this picture?
Well, it's a good friend of mine who is today a doctor of physics, and but this was taken, I think, maybe even 15 years ago. I think 15 exactly. I think I can't see the year. You're blocking you're
Yeah,
blocking my year, but I think it is around that. I
2006.
think we're around maybe 2006. Okay, so even more. But yeah, we were very young here. But basically, this is a birthday party of one of our friends, and this is a birthday card that the two of us made for him. And it took us like 4 hours to make it. We weren't really, we didn't have any fast computers. We had to, manually cut and drag all of the photos. I don't even think we used Photoshop. I think we used like Windows Paint to make it. And it's just a photo that reminds me of a time that was long ago.
Hmm.
And like I said, if back in those days, the biggest problem of my day would be like, I don't know how to do I have one beer or do I have like three beer? I don't know, like that was the top of what I had to consider. So that's why I use this photo basically.
So it was like a different life altogether, and now you are in a different era. So something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was a big fan of chess back then, and I did promote it, but not via internet or not via any means, but just when I saw someone, I would start talking about chess. If there was a chessboard, then I would show a few games. I talked a little bit about Paul Morphy, about Mikhail Tal, about Bobby Fischer, and I realized that a lot of people were actually interested in hearing this, and not just because they were like on good terms with me, but they actually thought that this was interesting. Also, one of the reasons that got me to start showing games online.
Yeah, yeah. But that comes much later, Antonio. We are
Yeah,
starting
yeah,
off
it does.
right from the very beginning when you were
Yeah, yeah, okay.
very,
I don't
very.
remember this exact day,
Would this be
but yeah, I
you
think
were
I'm
born in
like I
87,
think
right?
I'm like 6 months here. Yeah, in '87.
Yeah. So you're 6 months old here. Very nice, and
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
very cool, very cool. And
Maybe even three. I really don't know.
how was your childhood like? Because from the pictures, at least from the couple of pictures that I see, you seemed like a very, very happy little kid.
Well, we basically had. I mean, we were never rich or anything. We didn't have a lot of material stuff, but we were always very happy, and we had like basically whatever we wanted. If I wanted like a toy, I would get a toy. Maybe not three toys, but you would get like one toy. And when I got a little bit older, pretty much the only thing I was interested in were video games. And okay, that we couldn't really afford the absolute top model. Like I remember when the first Nintendo was released, it was so expensive that I mean, okay, we maybe could afford it, but since my friend already had one, I used to play it over at his place. And then only a few years later, when the price dropped, then we found like a used one that we were able to purchase. And basically, from that point on, all I was interested in were video games, not much else.
Wow, amazing. Uh,
Yeah, and watching cartoons. I don't know. People always ask me like, how did I learn English? I was like watching cartoons, Cartoon Network in English, the entire day. Like I
Really?
started in the morning and I would watch it like 20 hours straight.
Wow. Which one was
So
your favorite cartoon?
oh, I don't know. those were pretty old ones, but something like maybe Ed, Ed and Eddie or Johnny Bravo, those were really
Yes.
like crazy.
I also watched a lot of Cartoon Network, and these ones like Captain Planet, SWAT Cats, all of that. I believe you also might have seen
Ah,
them.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They were really cool.
No, but I realized that I forgot so many of them. I forgot like maybe even 80% of the cartoons I watched. But when I hear their name, even today, then I remember, and then all the images come back, and then I'm like, oh wow, that was a really good cartoon.
Yeah, agree, agree. So where exactly in Croatia are you from? Here I have a small map of Croatia. Where do you come from?
It's well, you see the capital Zagreb,
Yes.
like up in the northern part.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, like 55 kilometers, 60 kilometers from there, but it's not on the map. It's a very small town.
How do you pronounce it? It's something like HRE or something. What's it called? Your town?
Yeah, it's not very foreigners friendly. It's Križevci.
Ah, KR. Yes, Krzyzewski. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because we have this weird letter Ž, so it's like I don't know. Whenever I met someone who wasn't from Croatia, they'd be like, you
Yeah.
know, the real tongue twister.
True. I'm not going
But yeah,
to.
it's Križevci, and it's a fun little town. Not a lot to do here, but it's getting better.
Mm, mm.
You know, it's a very calm. I like to live here. I don't. I lived for a while in Zagreb, in the capital city, but it's so crowded. It's much louder. It's everything takes longer to accomplish. You wait longer everywhere. So I don't know. I prefer the little town, and then if I need anything because maybe it's not available here, then I'll drive up to the capital, which is some maybe 45 minutes maximum with bad traffic.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. We have India number three, Vidit Gujarati, who lives a few kilometers
Mm.
away from Mumbai. He's in this small town called Nashik. And I always tell him you should come and live
Only
in.
only a million people, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, in terms of
per,
India,
per square
India,
meter.
in terms of India, it's smaller,
Yeah.
especially when you compare it to Mumbai. But he says that the quiet and the nice lifestyle there is so nice that I don't wish to come to Mumbai in a way. So I guess it's once you get used to a nice quiet lifestyle, it's difficult to be in a major city.
Yeah, I mean, major city of course has its advantages, but I don't know. Especially now with everything in lockdown, you don't get to go anywhere. So this town is just as good as any other.
True, true. And who is this in the picture? Is this your father?
Yes, that's my father, Zdenko, and he's taking me around town to check up on stuff, to some bars and maybe a library here and there, and to the playground, get some ice cream.
What,
No, but
what?
that's actually true because my parents own the bar, so
Oh,
it's
really? Very interesting.
yeah, yeah.
What was your father's
And
profession?
yeah, my mom actually officially he was uh how like agriculture. He finished like something with agriculture. I don't know if it has like a it's not a college, it's more of a agriculture school, and he specialized in wine, but I don't think he ever did anything regarding that.
Hmm.
He
But
was more of a entrepreneurial spirit from a very young age.
uh-huh. And you said they had a bar, so was like they owned a bar and then people would come and was it a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
functioning bar, yeah?
Yeah, it was not just one. Over the course of years, I think maybe like four of them. and the last one my mother sold like just before the coronavirus hit Croatia. So it was a good move to get rid of it, because who knows when it's going to be back up. Now it's like almost a year since the coronavirus came to Croatia, and wouldn't make much sense to hold on to it.
Hmm. You say that your father was entrepreneurial in spirit. Do you think that some of that rubbed off onto you when you were growing up?
Definitely, as both of them had a business of their own, and to me, when I was growing up, it wasn't normal to wake up, go to work for someone else, go back home, and then repeat to infinity. Because every day what I witnessed was my parents, they had each their own business, and they tended to most of the business from home. Of course, they visited at some point to check up on business, but that's how I grew up, and that's what was normal to me. But I did work a lot of years for someone else, so I also tried that. It was enjoyable. You learn a lot. Most of the things I learned there, I don't think you can learn when you just start working for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a very lazy person by nature, and working for someone else, makes you wake up, makes you go to work, stay there for 8 hours, sometimes even 10 or 11, depending on which holiday it is. And you pick up some of that work routine, and I found that it definitely helps me out with YouTube, as YouTube is really an unsatiable beast that you have to feed constantly. It's like I always thought of YouTube like that it's like just a big hungry beast
Yeah, yeah, and you
that
fed it
never
very well.
sleeps. Yeah,
So is this your
try
mom?
to keep mine nice and fat. Yeah, okay, this was I think this was my aunt's graduation, maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like maybe she should be like 16 here, and she's taking care of us. That's my
Ah,
sister on the left, Valentina, and yeah, we went to take a nice photo, and I haven't seen that photo for like maybe even 15 years last time. And now you ask me if I had some photos. I don't have them, any of them, here at my place, so I had to go to my mother's and dig up some old albums, and
thank
then
you.
I remembered pretty much everything.
Yeah, yeah, very cool. And
Yeah, as you can see, I was not.
yeah, yeah, go on.
No, I just want to say that, as you can see, the camera never loved me.
Although I like your shorts, basically they are like multicolored somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could find something like this now, I would wear it. But it's kind of inappropriate for adults to be wearing something like that.
True, true. So how
Always,
much
never
younger
lucky.
is your sister than you? And what's her name?
A year and a half, 1.5 year.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, but everyone always thinks she's older because she's a bit more serious than I am.
And what's her name?
Valentina.
Ah, Valentina is your sister. Okay. And is this your mom then?
Yeah. Yes, it's
Ah,
also about the same period of time that photo was taken, where I was with my father, and I think with the same camera. My
mm-hmm.
father was always into photography, always had like cameras, which were very expensive back then. But yeah, he enjoyed it, and he's been into photography like his entire life.
So your mom and your dad, as you
But
said,
yeah.
had a bar. Did your mom also do something else, or how was it like?
Oh yeah, she did a lot. She had her own store, like with general appliances store, something like that, where you could find literally everything, like from notebooks to pencils to maybe uh, whatever you needed, like for school. There were toys, there were I don't even remember, but it was plentiful. And later on, together they opened the bar, and then my mother kept tending to the bar, and my father started doing something else. Uh, Basically, wedding photography. He had a wedding studio, and
Huh?
I worked with him for some maybe 8 years. I did a lot of wedding videos. Maybe I don't know how many I visited, but like maybe 300 weddings, maybe
Wow.
400. I don't know.
And you would edit
Yeah.
them,
So
yes?
yeah, I shot them and edited them.
Wow. Wow. So that's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, we can see that thing for videos that comes from there. But this is the person who taught you chess. Is that true?
No, no, no. This is
No.
Franjo. He is no longer with us. He passed away last year. But he often came to visit us from Netherlands. He's also a part of the family, and he did play chess. Pretty much everyone in the family played chess, but no, that's not my grandfather.
Hmm.
I don't know if I gave you one, but there is a photo on my Instagram feed, a very nice one. I don't know if you got that one.
I'll try to figure it out as we talk, but tell us a bit about your grandfather because I think
Yeah.
he was a FIDE master and he was the one who taught you chess, yes?
Yes, and he was very much annoyed by me as he taught me the rules, but then I refused to play, and he was very angry at that. He couldn't understand why I was not interested in chess. I was only interested in video games because you had like Super Mario. Are you gonna play Super Mario, or move some wooden dudes up and down the board?
Hmm.
And then I completely disregarded chess for some 10 years, and then uh, I started discovering what an amazing game it was and what I've been missing all of these years. Yeah, that's the one. And
Yeah,
basically, that's
I
how I got
found
into
it.
chess. And the first game, yeah, the first game I challenged him when I was like 16. He didn't know I was studying chess. He thought I was just as weak as I was when I was a kid, and I got a draw against him. Of course, I think he didn't play at his best, but I seized the opportunity and I managed to get some sort of a weird perpetual check with a sacrifice or two. And he was very angry. He was like, What is this?
But
What is this sorcery?"
so your grandfather he instilled in you the love for chess. But I think when he taught you chess, you didn't play it for many years, right? Like from six, he taught you when you were I think 6 or 7 years old, but then till 16 you didn't play much. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah. Even earlier, he taught me when I was like 5, but I haven't played until I was 16, and that also started by accident. Uh, I was well, we were at this place, having some wine, having some beer, and there was a chessboard, and a friend of mine said that he can beat me in 7 moves.
Hmm.
And I said, well, I mean, I haven't played for many years, but I seriously doubt you can beat me in 7 moves. And then we played, and not only that I haven't lost, I actually won the game.
Oh,
And then I thought, wow, this is a pretty fun game. Maybe I should play it. And
yeah.
that's basically how I got back to it.
Amazing, amazing. And did your grandfather like notice your YouTube growing? How was it like?
Mm. He passed away many years ago before I even started YouTube.
Okay, okay. Very
Yeah, but we did play at some point. But in his last few years, as he had a stroke, he couldn't really talk, but he could only say curse words. Like he could curse as much as he wanted, but he couldn't talk any other words. It was pretty crazy. I
hmm.
read about it, and it seems to be a common thing. I have no idea why, but to people listening from side, it sounded a bit weird, but when we were playing chess and he would curse, I always knew what he was talking about, like, yeah, yeah, your knight is hanging.
But did he play against like a lot of top players when he in his heyday, or was it like did he play against grandmasters and stuff like this? Do you know about it?
I don't know if he played all that much against grandmasters, as in here in Križevci where we're at, he was the strongest player by far. Even today, he is the highest rated player that ever lived here from my hometown. But he did go like to Netherlands, to Germany, and some other countries to compete in tournaments. I think he was even um, uh, there was some. I remember he was also in Vaikanze, but it was a lesser tournament, not like the big tournaments that are today. It was an open tournament, and I know he visited there, but it was so long ago that I cannot discover any of his games online
Oh,
because I don't know. I guess they didn't save them all that much, and maybe weren't all that important games. So I actually do not have a single game that he played.
yeah, that's
His
unfortunate.
previous chess club where he played, I guess they don't have him anymore. And yeah, but I heard he was like a very very defensive player. That he was a total opposite of what I'm doing. He was like he didn't care much for theory. He just liked dig himself in like a turtle, and you attack,
Tenacious.
I'm gonna. Yeah, but I did inherit one trait from him. They told me that he could think for a move like for an hour for one
Ah,
move, and that this deeply annoyed his opponents, and that's something that I share.
nice.
So I can think for one move as long as it takes.
And what was his name?
So it's mostly never good, but sorry, what?
What was your grandfather's name?
Anto. I
Anto.
actually got my name.
From him. Oh,
Yeah, so he was Anto. I'm Antonio.
nice, nice. And what was your mom's name?
That has no Branca.
Branca. Okay, very interesting. Cool.
Yeah,
And this is
yeah, crazy names.
this is your cousin sister, perhaps, because your real sister is 1.5 years younger to you, so she can't be this.
Yeah. This is my other aunt. That's
Ah,
she's a sister to the one that me and my sister took a photo with, and yeah, she always enjoyed spending time with us, as you can see.
yeah, yeah. You were, I think,
Yeah,
everyone's
that's
favorite somehow. Everyone liked you, at least from the pictures.
yeah. I don't know. I don't remember those days, but I guess my parents just dropped me there, and you have to tend to me. There's no other choice.
Mm. But I like your style in
But
this
okay,
picture.
what I do remember is that they enjoyed having me there.
Right, right.
The style,
Yeah, yeah. Look at this. Like it's some kind of
yeah.
a mini bike. And who is it with you over here?
Also, my father,
Ah, really?
and yeah,
He
that's
looks
the same
very
dude.
young.
Only that photo is black and white. So yeah, he is. He was very young back then. But that's actually a police motorcycle. I was
Mhm.
very proud of having that. I kept smashing it every day. I just ran it in a wall like 100 times a day, and I think it eventually broke, but it was a good one.
Nice, nice. I like your kind of this stud-like thing. Look at this one. Seems like you're doing some sort of push-ups here. Ah, very cute picture.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, my father is really into photography his entire life, and he was really into black and white. It still is today. So I guess he just threw me on the playground and did a few photos. But I have no idea what I might be doing here.
And you have kind of a,
He
yeah. Go on.
kind of a what?
No, no, I
No,
was
no. I
coming
said
to
I
it.
said it appears like he's. It appears like he's telling me, pretend like you're a dinosaur or something, and then I'm like going, "Ugh." It could be that. I don't know.
Very nice. And here, like you have a very big family, I guess. And these are your family or friends? What is it?
No, these are all friends and the neighbors basically. The one in the middle is my sister. That's Tina, but all the other children here are well, friends, but some of them are no longer living here. They moved. But you can see the little dude on the left of my sister. That's Tino. He's actually drawing the manga that we're creating, The Age
This
of
one,
Kaisa.
yeah,
Yeah, this
in the
gentleman. Yeah,
okay, very
yeah.
cool, very cool. And look at guy, I want to ask the chat if they can figure out where Antonio is from here. Okay, not a tough question, pretty easy one. Niladri Santra says, loving this stream. Much love to Agad and Sagar. Please analyze the game of Mikhail Tal together. It would be lovely if you can do it on this stream. Niladri would love to do it some other day. Today, it's all about Antonio's life. So, but a good suggestion. Yeah, fourth from right. That's what
But
everyone
yeah,
says.
yeah, yeah. And I still owe my subscribers a Tal game for reaching 1 million subscribers. But it's being prepared. Worry not.
Nice, nice. Okay, moving on. You said that you watched a lot of cartoons. I think you also were into these superheroes and had a lot of them, right, with you?
Oh yeah, I still am. Yeah, I'm a big fan of most of them. But yeah, back then there was nothing more important than playing with my toys. That was like that was the world to me. But I didn't just smash them, or there was actual role playing. They had names, titles. It was a pretty serious thing. You know.
Very nice. Yeah, look at you, but it's very very cute pictures, and I'm very glad that people are getting to see this, the beginnings of yours. But here's a picture where we can see you grown up now. I think on the extreme right, and you're playing video games. I think, as you
Yeah,
said, you were
yeah, yeah.
addicted to video games.
No, it was not an addiction. I freely spent my time playing games. I don't really like the word addiction used there,
Uh-huh.
but more of a
You like them. You like to play
you
a
eat
lot.
lunch every day.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that it was the best. And especially in those days, I don't know. Today's games, I don't really like where they've gone, but back then it was so enjoyable.
Which
And
which games would you play?
it was like, oh, you could do it all day every day.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Which games would you play? Like any ones that you remember when you were young?
Well, I was always into like role playing, like RPGs. Those were my favorite. Like I don't know. This is from PlayStation, so Final Fantasy VII. That's my all-time favorite. But there were a lot of very good ones. We played some Tekken, like from fighting games, and I don't know. It's like with Cartoon Network. If I saw it now, then I would immediately remember, but I can't like drop it from the top of my head.
Right, right. Coming to your
And
chess.
that's my dog on the left.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This one. That's your dog, yeah. When you were young.
Yeah, but that's not Medo. That's the previous dog. That's Jurica.
Uh-huh.
He was a poodle.
Okay.
Yeah, but he lived a long and happy life. He was like 16 when he died, maybe even 17.
So when did Meadow come into your life? I have his pictures here, and I think he has become such an important part of your kind of streaming. He's always behind on that couch. I don't see him right now behind you, but he's often there.
No, now he's beneath my feet. He likes to, if I'm here, then he just lies beneath my feet, and then I have to scratch him. That's how he rolls. But yeah, we actually got him some 3 years ago, I believe, already now. Because he lived with he's actually Yelena's dog, or rather, he lived with Yelena's parents, and then when they moved to Germany, they couldn't take him with them to Germany because they went to work there in a very they lived in a very little apartment, and simply they did not allow dogs there. So we decided to take Medo with us. And yeah, he goes everywhere with us, if if we can manage. And he's a very good boy, always happy, friends with everyone. He likes the other dogs, the other cats, even birds. Like this one time, a bird flew in my apartment and then hit a wall and then dropped down. She
Ooh,
didn't die, she was just uh, all woozy. And then Meadow came to her and he licked her a few times, and then she was better, and then she flew away.
nice.
So he's a nice dog.
He does realize he's a star, yes? Does he know that so many people love him?
No, I don't know, but he gets like donations from time to time for food. Just the other day, a gentleman donated $100 for Meadow to eat.
Wow, nice.
That's a lot of food for Meadow.
That day he would have a feast on that day. Very cool.
Yeah.
Flashbin Gaming says so happy for
Yeah.
Agad
Well, okay,
Mator.
we try to keep him fit, healthy.
True, true. Yeah. Flashbin Gaming says so happy for Agad Mator. We are all were waiting for this stream. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people get to know your other side through this stream. Uh, Coming to chess as a player, how much did you play? I see that your current elo is 1949. But is this your highest, or
Hmm.
were you higher than that? Tell us a bit about your chess.
Well, when I started, you start in Croatia with a 1600 rating, but there weren't really tournaments where I could play for ELO. So all the tournaments that I played were mostly for only national rating, and maybe it took me a very long time to even acquire ELO. You have to play like 15 games to acquire it against international players, and I only played a few such tournaments. And I think when I first got my elo, maybe it was over 2000. But then I like played one more tournament, and then it dropped to what it is now. But mostly all the tournaments that I played were for national rating, and that's I think like 21 something.
Mhm.
So that's the highest I've got. And regarding elo, I think 2000, maybe 50.
Okay. And you played for how long? Like you started when you were 16, you played on until, I mean, you do play even now, I think one or two odd games every now and then.
Yeah, but it's not like you go somewhere where there are big tournaments. I only play the local chess league with my club, and there's like this um, maybe city championship, and then like a province championship. That's it. Maybe those two tournaments are what I play. But I haven't even played that for a few years now, and who knows now. Now now you can play tournaments, but like you have to wear a mask, and I don't. I mean, I couldn't sit there for like 6 hours wearing a mask, especially with how long I have to think. I always drain my time completely.
True, true. So people in the chat are saying that there's another YouTuber next to you sitting there, Josaro. Is that true?
Yeah. Although he did not start his journey for a few years after I started, but yeah, that's him. We actually played for the. We still are in the same club. Only there aren't all that many games to be played now.
Hmm. There are some questions in the chat where they're asking you to tell your favorite football club. Are you a big football fan?
No, I'm like the worst football fan ever. The
Really?
only football I watch is yeah. I never watch clubs. I only watch like. um I don't even know what's called, like the World Football Championship, where countries face
Hmm.
each other. Okay, I watched that, but only because Croatia also plays most of the time, and then everyone else is watching it. So if you're not like watching, you're left out of all the important conversations. But now, as the local bars are no longer open, I don't think there will be much of that either.
True. But you
But yeah,
you
not a big football fan.
got it, got it. But although you didn't play much chess, like you played for local clubs and all, I think you had this love for chess, which is not very common for someone who's not played too much. How would you say that came into you? From books, from your grandfather? How was it? Look, I mean, you just are enamored by the game.
Uh, well, no, my grandfather just taught me the moves basically, and then at some point, like when I got back to chess, I was, like I said, maybe 16. I asked him, does he have any chess books that I could borrow? It was a little bit after that game that I mentioned that we played, and he said, yeah, I have some in the attic, but who knows where they are and what kind of condition they're in. And I went up there and I dug around the attic. It's a pretty big attic, and I discovered some, maybe even 30 books.
Wow.
Um, and okay, maybe 10 of them were about chess history, about some local clubs, some not so very known books. But he did have some that came in incredibly important to me. Like he had Chess Fundamentals by Jose Raul Capablanca,
Mm.
where he goes over his like 15 games, and he explains chess in a way that you immediately know what you have to be doing. And I remember he also had two books about openings. He had one about open games and one about closed games, um, by Borislav Ivkov, famous Serbian grandmaster. And I really enjoyed those because those were filled. I didn't enjoy closed games so much, but the open games, I was like, wow, these guys are insane. And then later on, I started reading a bit more about Bobby Fischer, about Mikhail Tal, about Paul Morphy, and when I saw those games, that's pretty much all I was interested in.
Nice. So the books actually made a huge difference to your interest levels, and that's how you said you wanted to share
Yeah.
these stories, and that's how Agadmatar's chess channel began. You have told about the meaning of Agadmatar on your stream, but just in very short for someone who has not heard it before, how did that name come about?
Okay, just give me 1 second. Uh, 1 second.
Mhm. Tarun asks, when did Agadmatar learn the famous Ivan's game? Ah, okay, nice question. Yeah, I'll um,
All right, I'm back.
yeah, yeah. So how did the name came
What
about?
what was the question? Sorry. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen a video I made where I thoroughly explained it, it's basically a mixture of a few words. There's the GAD. The A stands for my name, Antonio, the first letter. Then there's GAD. That's a bastard in Croatian. But like I explained there, it can be really explained in a few words. But we had this band, and we were called the Bastards, not because we were bastards, but that's just the name that we've chose. It meant something totally different to us. And we operated under those pseudonyms for quite a while. And Mator in sort of Serbo-Croatian means old, or maybe even old dude, maybe even old wise dude. It can be translated a lot of ways. So basically, Agad Mator means Antonio the old wise bastard,
Aha.
if you would like translate it. But we never dissected the word. I just like the way it sounds. So because I was just Agad for a very long time, and then when I got older, some maybe 16 years old. Then I added the matter that, now I'm an old dude, so better use it like that.
Nice, nice. I think most of your subscribers may not even know your real name. That's how popular Agadmator is. Like everyone just knows you by that name.
Yeah, I get that a lot. People, ask me, "Oh wow, I thought your name was Agadmator," but no, only the first letter is my name.
Very nice. And so when you started the YouTube channel, as you said, did you ever dream that you would reach 100,000 subscribers? Now you have reached 1 million. But look at this happiness on your face of getting that silver play button. I think these 100,000 subscribers were the most pressure, moving forward to from zero to this number was very special to you, right?
Yeah, it's a lot more special to receive this button for 100,000 subscribers than now the one for 1 million. Because when you reach 100,000 and you continue growing, you kind of know, okay, unless it stops growing completely, it should reach any number at some point. I mean, all depends on will you continue doing what you do, and will people still enjoy. But if you still do well, it should continue growing. But this one, for reaching 100,000, this was insane. Like we had a huge party. We invited all of our friends and family. There were like 60 people there.
Wow.
There was food and drinks. Yeah, it was a crazy moment. So reaching 100,000 is much much harder than reaching 1 million.
Hmm.
Although it sounds maybe counterintuitive, but and even reaching 10,000 when you're starting out sounds pretty incredible. Especially if you start the way I did. Now, okay, you have someone starts and he immediately starts with great camera, great audio. He already has everything worked out of what he's going to do. But I started a bit differently. I started without a camera. I started with a $10 microphone, and I just chose a game and freestyled my way through it. There wasn't really any thought behind that.
When was this?
So for me, it was
2017,
a
right?
pretty. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Maybe even 2018.
Mm-hmm. So take us back in that time, 2017, 2018. How was life for you in general, not just YouTube, but otherwise? And how did this thought come that, okay, let's do the video today? I know that you were interested in chess, but that day, I mean, I don't know if you remember it, but how did it all happen? So you were working somewhere, right?
How did it happen that? So sorry, I didn't get
You were working.
what the question was.
You were working somewhere, right? You were doing some job.
Okay.
I think you were working with your father maybe at that point. And then you said, okay, let me just
No,
start
no, no. There's
side.
this. No, no, no. I worked with my father, yes, but that's only on weekends, and I in my spare time I edited the footage that I shot in the weddings. But during this time, I was working here for a local company, and they have like big stores in a lot of cities in Croatia. Maybe now even 20 big stores, where you can find pretty much anything from food to appliances to clothes. So there's everything there, and I worked as a graphic designer there.
Oh.
But that was a bit before reaching this mark of 100,000 subscribers. I actually quit my job there when my channel reached some 20,000 subscribers. So I was even then when I saw in which direction this was going, I thought, yeah, I mean, I've been working there from like 7 a.m. and you have to be there exactly at 7 a.m., which for me was a problem. I used to oversleep a lot, but I usually woke up at like when I didn't oversleep, that was a bit before Meadow came. Then after Meadow came, I would always wake up at 5 a.m., take Meadow for a walk, and then have some coffee, and then go there. And then I would work until like 3 p.m. But sometimes that was also 4 p.m. or maybe 5 p.m. there were instances where, even 7 p.m. So wasn't really a lot of time to make any videos. So my first videos are like, whenever I spared like 5 minutes, I would just do a video. Not much preparation went into it. I was always with greasy hair, with just freestyle,
Something
whatever
like this.
was there. Yeah, so there's something like this. Yeah.
I mean, just to think of it this way, I think no one else before you was doing something like this, right? Taking games, analyzing them, putting them up, and to build a career around it is not easy to think of it.
There were some. I like the original gangsta, so to say, of chess YouTube is definitely Mato Jelic. He's the first one that I've ever heard of, and I remember hearing about him when YouTube only began, and you already had Mato Jelic on YouTube, dissecting games and telling these cool stories about Mikhail Tal, about a lot of very interesting players. He also enjoys attacking chess a lot, and I think Mato, I think, is definitely the first on YouTube that I know of, but I think there was also like King's Crusher was there, Chess Network, Jerry from Chess Network was there when I was starting out. Also, the chess website was there. Those were the ones that I know that were dissecting games in a similar way, but I did it a bit differently. Of course, they are much stronger players and they could analyze it much more thoroughly. I was more focused on for example, the stories behind these games, and not just the moves and the board, which is something it's hard to do something like that with modern games, as there are no stories. Players go to their computer, they play a game, and that's it. But okay, every game, I believe, has a story.
Hmm. Yeah, but when you reach this 20,000 subscriber mark and you left your job and
Yeah.
you started doing YouTube full time, did you ever feel a bit shaky that no, this might be risky or I should consider something else, or you were always confident of your decision?
I have to say, I never really thought that it wouldn't work, because I've done a lot of things in life, and even if it didn't work, I always could do something else. It's not like, all of my bridges were burned and that's it. If it didn't work, I would just find again something else and do this again in my spare time.
Hmm. Good
Yeah,
attitude to
but
have, actually. Like not being afraid of failure. From this frame that you see on the board, where we can see you, a quote on the top and your kind of logo, it
yeah.
shifted to this, which was very, very elegant. As you can see, there is this is your current, I mean, this is your, I think, the last video. I took this from that. So basically here, how did you
Yeah, yeah,
decide
yeah.
each and every element? Like, I mean, I want to understand, because you're using the space on the screen beautifully. I really like it.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was starting out, people were like, "Oh, what is this? What is this madness? You can't make heads from tails here. Everything is like there's too much stuff on the screen." But I never thought there was, because the colors are not, they're not flashy, they're not intrusive. If you want to just focus on the board, you're welcome to focus on the board. And I actually added the names and photos of the player as a suggestion. Someone suggested in one of my videos. He said, maybe you could add photos of players, and I implemented it in the next video, and everyone was very impressed and they really enjoyed it. And so I just continued doing that. And the quote above the board is something that I had from the start. I
Yes.
always I really enjoy those quotes. I mean, I enjoy quotes in general, but um, it's always nice to see, by these quotes by these legendary players. And I thought that the space above the board was fitting to cover that. In the top right part, there are contributions made to my channel. which I also did not have. I implemented that also as a suggestion from a subscriber that said he would like to support the channel. And I didn't know if I'll allow this. I think my channel had some 25,000 subscribers at the time, and I said, okay. I only mentioned it in one video that you are now able to contribute to the channel. And then I think immediately on the first day, 4 people donated to the channel, and I was like very impressed. I did not think that people would just donate to like to someone making chess videos on YouTube. But it became obviously very popular, and people love to support creators. It's something that now it's pretty normal if you look at all the industry Twitch build and everything that the streamers do. But in that time, as I was never really streaming, I was just making videos. It was very strange to me.
Yeah, yeah. You can see that mystery guy. What did he contribute? $9,590.
He contributed 1 Bitcoin, and that was
Wow.
the price of 1 Bitcoin at the time that he donated that.
And now I think Bitcoin is like,
Yeah, like 52,000.
wow, amazing, amazing. That's so cool. Brilliant. So you accept donations in PayPal? How can someone donate to your channel if anyone wants to?
I never mentioned this in my videos or anything, but it says how to support the channel. Donation link is in the description. And then, okay, first I never put such things on the top of the description. First, there's always if there's a very important link regarding the game, I will share that. Then I will share like a name of the players, date when it was played. I always try to provide the PGN so the players can copy paste the moves and analyze it for themselves in their software that they are using. And then like maybe a little bit about the tournament or something like that. And after all of that, there's like this line that cuts off the important part of the game, and then all the other links and how to contribute and stuff is in there. There's quite a lot in there, but I
Yeah.
haven't really changed that for a very long time. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah, yeah, you can check it out. But I really love the fact that you are so focused. I have never seen you promoting or, like any sponsored posts or any sponsored videos. How do you keep because I'm sure with so many subscribers, you might be getting so many offers that, okay, can you promote this? We'll pay you $1,000 or we'll pay you XYZ amount. So how do you keep yourself focused on this?
Yeah. Well, I receive a lot of offers, quite a few, like even on a daily basis, but they're all tailored in a similar way that I simply don't approve. They want like I don't know, a 60 seconds ad before the start of my video, and that's something that I don't allow. I only allow one Google ad before my video starts, and then nothing in between. Like when my content starts, that's it. There are no more ads. And I mean, I know a lot of people use multiple ads during videos, but it's something that I personally hate when I watch a video, and then when an ad pops up, I just turn off the video. I don't want to watch it anymore. So I thought maybe everyone is like this, so I'm not gonna insert multiple ads. But I don't know. I think people are so used to ads nowadays that they simply maybe even don't even care. But if I make like a 25-minute video on a chess game, and Morphy is about to sacrifice his queen, and then you get a commercial for toilet paper, I don't know, it kind of kills the mood.
True, true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to see your control over there. It's very, very inspiring. A few things. First of all, this one post I just took, one from your Instagram. What I love is about the community you built. Very positive. Even you could see now everyone spamming hearts for you. And uh, is there a reason how people started loving you? Like you respond to their emails or you respond to their comments. What is it that makes you think have such positive fans around you? Because Believe me, YouTube is
Uh,
a brutal place to be. I mean, there are brutal people who, who are very negative, who can write very very negative stuff, but somehow it never happens on your videos.
well, one thing is that I'm very consistent on my videos. So there's always new content for people to enjoy, and people are used to that. So I always say like people might not even come to watch my videos, but they might use it as a social network because there's always something new that's happening in the world. But regarding your question, to be more precise, I think it's due to the fact that I don't really respond to negativity. I have this amazing ability to ignore negativity, which a lot of people, told me, and there's simply no feedback from me. You can write whatever you want. I mean, you can tell me some very nasty stuff. I'm not gonna blink because it doesn't affect me. Like some people, if you insult them, they will take it personally and they will, feel that that's on them, but not me. It's just the way I am. It's not something that I wanted to do, and for doing YouTube, that obviously is a good quality to have.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's very
So,
important lesson also for people who are starting off YouTube. This Neelav Burman says, I'm going to show this video to my friends in bar and library.
oh,
That's
that's what I like to hear.
Tell me about these common phrases that you use. First one is hello everyone, then sorry about that, then I think captures. Did you think intentionally that these things will stick with the audience, or did it happen as you went by?
No, no, it's completely the other way around. Because sometimes I'll make a video and then I never watch my video before I upload it, and then when I upload it, I just check the comments to see if I forgot to turn on the microphone, or if maybe there's something wrong with the video. But I don't know. But also something that has to do with the fact that when I was starting out, I didn't have time to watch my video. I only had enough time to make it, and that's it. I uploaded it, and whatever will be. And then sometimes when I upload a video, I will wait maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna read the first maybe 20 comments to see if a lot of people are saying, hey, there's no sound, okay, I messed up. But usually they will write something like maybe a line will get repeated, like captures like this and that, and then even I will get used to it. So it's basically the same like with my interface. I'm the one who created the interface, but it is my audience that modified it. Much like in a way that I present the games, if I don't know, if people enjoy hearing captures, I mean, I enjoy saying captures. It's not a problem at all.
You are very
And
sensitive to
now it's
your
kind of a
audience requirement, right? You are like very very careful about what they want, and you take care of that very well.
yeah. I mean, it's all creates this sort of a positive environment where everyone is always happy to join in, and even drop by just to say like there are a lot of comments on my videos, like someone just pops in and says I just popped in like to
Hmm.
wish everyone a great day. And yeah, that's a bit different if you go to a different side of YouTube where the environment is toxic, and you know all that negativity could be transferred to you. But if it's a positive environment, then it's makes the video all that much more enjoyable, I would say.
True, true. And by the way, nice to see Meadow in the back on the screen. So wonderful to have him also in the frame.
Hmm.
By the way, what sort of a setup do you use? Is this the one like two screens, one mic, and so on, or have you been able to upgrade it? How is it?
No, this is what I've started with, and I'm still using it. I have not upgraded anything. I did get a new PC, a new computer, because this one was prehistoric, and videos were getting bigger and bigger. And also for streaming purposes, I couldn't really stream with my old computer. If I tried playing, for example, Hyperbullet, it would lag like insane. So I have a new computer, but everything else from the setup is exactly the same like it is in this photo. I will now transfer to a camera, to a different camera. I bought a Sony, I think it's A6400 mirrorless camera, and it has the possibility to also stream via that camera, and it will provide a much better video. But as we're in the process of moving currently to a different house, I'm gonna set it up there, so I'm not gonna bother setting it up here. So
Very
new
cool.
house, new and improved video quality incoming.
Beautiful, beautiful. And also talking about the new house, you would be shifting there with your girlfriend, and also you'll soon be a father,
Yeah,
which is
that is true.
such an amazing news. You must be so excited. I love this picture because 1 million plus one over there.
Yeah, it's we thought it'd be nice to publish it somehow. So this came to mind, and what better way to do it than this?
Amazing.
Okay, there are maybe other ways, but I don't know.
It's wonderful, and you've been with Yelena since such a long time. If it's not too much to ask, could you tell us a bit about your love story? I mean, how did it begin? When did you guys meet? How was it?
Well, officially, we've been together for something a little bit less than 10 years,
Wow.
but we've known each other a long time prior to that. She's actually sister of Yozarov's. As you mentioned, Yozarov sitting next to me there has his own chess channel, and as we played a lot of chess, we hang out together for a long time. I did know her, but only as his sister, and then after some years have passed, only then did we were properly introduced, and began our journey together.
Does she also play chess?
Yeah, she plays her entire life basically. She comes from a chess playing family where everyone just plays chess all day every day. That's how they roll.
Is she a chess player as well, like her profession, or she does something else?
No, 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 no. She played a lot as a kid. I think her club from school won like second place in the state championship, but didn't take up chess seriously after she grew up.
Okay, okay.
But even today, if someone plays an interesting game, she will see it. She enjoys the nice parts, a nice sacrifice, and all the important parts of chess. She enjoys that, and I think she hates it that everyone else is so into chess. That no one. It's hard to even talk about something else. Most of the times when there's a family gathering, everyone is just like chess, 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 chess. And then sometimes she will secretly play without me knowing. She's like log on to a website and play like for 2 hours, but I still hear the moves, but I'm not going to interrupt.
Right, right. But what is her profession right now? What does she do?
Currently she's well, she worked as a graphic designer, but then I don't know if she got ill. She had thyroid cancer, and she had to take care of that. She had two surgeries and also some radiation. And okay, now everything is perfectly fine. And well, now we're waiting for the baby. So um, you know,
Yeah, true.
a lot to consider. But she's actually studying up for a nutritionist at the moment.
Wonderful, wonderful. Also, talking about health, I believe that even you had a surgery recently, but the way in which you came back was very, very quick. Like you were 2 weeks gone, but back. Is your health now completely fine? And what was it like? I think there's some heart issue that you have.
Sorry, there is some heart.
I think there was this lag. I was talking about like your health. There was some heart issue that you have, yes, from
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
childhood.
Yeah, it was a birth defect. I had like my heart valve was never really developed, and then whenever my blood would try and go through there, there'd be like this blockage, and then it would create some sort of an after effect that caused the deteriorating of the heart throughout my 33 years of life. And so I had to they had to implement a mechanical valve and also a new aorta. So I have that new as well, and they cleaned it up a little bit there. There was a lot of trash, I guess, from all that time. It wasn't working properly, so now they cleaned it, and everything is fully operational now. Today was my first visit to the gym after the surgery, and I did a little bit of a stress test just to see how I would fare, and it's like 10 times better than before the surgery.
Beautiful.
Like it never it was like my heart didn't even care I was exercising. And prior to the surgery, when I only started exercising, it'd be like, oh, I'm dying.
Yeah, but all is good
So yeah.
with you now. That is great to know. We are very happy to know that.
Yeah.
One thing which I really love about you, Antonio, is that if you take up a project, you do it with so much passion and love, like chess manga. I saw that you not only built this up, you built a website around it. I mean, it's something that you like, yeah. Once you take it up, you want to do it perfectly.
Yeah, okay. I don't do everything myself. We have two artists. We have Abi, who is the one who created the website, who is also the writer behind the story and everything. I only like set the thing in motion, and that was my plan from the start. I just want to set this in motion, and then I want to leave. I don't want to be a part of the um, sort of the creation process. I did have some things that I wanted them to cover, but everything else was pretty much written. However, Abi wanted to write it, and drawn. However, Tino and Adam wanted it drawn. This here is actually the cover photo. My nephew Vatroslav Tito made this one. As you can see, he's a very imaginative gentleman.
Yeah,
Um,
beautifully
who
made.
who who knows what's happening here? It's pretty crazy stuff.
I like how the rook is used as a cigar, sitting there.
Yeah, I just told him I'd like Grandpa and Fritz to play a chess game, and behind I want some sort of an apocalypse. Just make stuff, burn, wreck stuff, and this is what he came up with.
Beautiful. Very nice. Your thumbnails and titles, is this something you do on your own, or do you have someone who does it for you?
No, I do everything on my own, and I don't know. I thought this is how I started with my thumbnails, and this is how I still do them. So it's not much has changed. Okay, here are two players in a thumbnail. Usually there will be one, but sometimes there will be two. Like if it's a World Chess Championship match, of course I'm going to put both players, and I don't want to tell people who won up front. So maybe I'm going to make it a bit more mysterious. But if it's something that everyone already heard what was happening, then I might even use just one.
Mm, mm. And this was something you changed a bit in between, yeah? You brought this element of thumbnails.
Yeah, there was a short period where Adam actually Adam Genesis, or the gentleman who is also creating the manga with us, helped me with a few thumbnails, and he does it extremely well. You can see that he has a very, very unique style. The one on the right, Move of Legends, that I actually made that one myself. I drew it with crayons. I wanted to
Oh.
see if I could draw, but turns out I can't.
Oh, it's nice. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's supposed to be Nepomniachtchi actually over there, but it's very hard to see it.
okay. Okay. Fantastic. And this is your kind of the banner at the top of yours. How did you decide
Yeah.
uh, these people in the banner? Did some thought go behind it? Because I see Prague over there as well. Very very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really put much thought into it, as there's, well, obviously world champions are there. Vasily Ivanchuk, one of my favorite players. There's Paul Keres behind, some very strong players from the past. Also, I'm pretty sure there's, yeah, Rashid Nejmedinov is there, and I absolutely have no idea how I came about this. One of the things that I never get to rectify is that I don't have any women players there,
Mm.
and tried to implement Judith Polgar so many times, but whenever I found someone to try and implement her, it didn't really turn out well. And I really like this one, and it's something that I also will change now. Definitely, when I've reached 1 million subscribers, I should tend to this. But nothing that is made now. I don't think I'm going to enjoy that. So I should probably hire like a really impressive artist to take up,
Yeah.
this job.
So when I say your channel is a one man army, is that true, or is there anyone who helps you with your channel in any way?
Regarding my videos, no, I do everything myself. At some point, a gentleman named Agadmator, he did some work on the channel regarding some. There are some videos called like Agadmator's best moments, and there are 5 episodes.
Yes.
In that term, in that sense, I did have some help, but with the daily videos, which is pretty much 99% of what I do that, yeah, all by myself.
Thumbnails, titles, making the video, everything. So it's like you don't need anyone to right from scratch to the end product.
Well, it'd be very useful if I had someone for thumbnails, as the thumbnail game is improving. Thumbnails are now required to be more clickbaity. If they're not, who cares if you make a nice game about Paul Morphy where he sacrificed, all of his pieces, if no one's clicking on it? I mean, then all your work is wasted. So thumbnails are very important. And when I say clickbaity, I don't mean that people should click on it and then be like, "What have I just clicked?" I mean, it should be clickbaity, as it needs to invite people to
Hmm.
to want to click it, even to that point of just going to the video to say how wonderful the thumbnail is. And that's something I don't have. But I spent too much time on everything as it is. So I might try having someone for thumbnails at some point. But the problem is I upload videos as soon as I make them. So
Right.
most of the times I don't even know what I'm going to make. So it's hard. It would be hard for me to have someone making thumbnails.
It would be a pity
If
that
you're
you publish a video 10 minutes after the game ends and you have to wait for the thumbnail to arrive, when your game is ready.
Oh yeah, that'd be terrible. I can't even imagine that. It's hard for me as it is due to slow internet in Croatia. That I have to wait so long for the video to upload. Waiting for the thumbnail would be even worse.
Yeah, yeah. In general, how is a day in your life look like? Is it like you work, for example, when you upload, when a tournament is going on? How do you following the games? Just are you following the live commentary? Because your videos come out so soon. How do you analyze these games? How does it work?
Well, if there's like a big tournament being played, I will start watching it whenever they start playing, and I will, for example, analyze the game during it's being played. I'm gonna look at some sidelines. I'm gonna look at a little bit of history behind the moves, who played those moves already. Is it something new? If it's a long theoretical struggle that nothing really new happens for 22 moves. So those are the things that I check while the games are being played. Sometimes I like analyze maybe 2 or 3 games while it's being played, and then I don't even know if I'm gonna show them. But just in case I decide to show them, I then have them analyzed. So that's how I do it.
Right, right. It's amazing that you are able to churn out content so quickly. This is the most famous video on your channel. Just to show the viewers, it has 5.6 million views. Greatest queen sacrifice ever. I thought I'll collect all the videos that have more than 1 million views and show it, but it was impossible. You have now over, I think, 25 to 30 videos which have over 1 million views. So here is the
Okay.
so it was not so simple. Uh, would you say that this is yours? You're also one of the most favorite videos, The Greatest Queen Sacrifice by Nesmet Dino.
No, that's actually a terrible video, and I don't even know how people can watch it. But the game in the video is my favorite, definitely.
Mm.
It's
It's one of those games
because it features,
which
yeah,
made
such
you
an
fall in
amazing move,
love
and also,
with Nesmet Dino, right?
yeah, this is the game, because I haven't heard of Nizmedinov actually before I watched a documentary on Nizmedinov on YouTube by Jessica Fisher. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. It's simply amazing. And the video basically starts with Rashid making this sacrifice. And when I saw it, I think I immediately invited Yuzarov over to see the move. And I almost fell from my chair. I was so happy that this move existed. And in the video, in their video before Rashid makes it, they make like this sort of a special effect. Lightning strikes as he sacrifices the queen, and horses go wild. So it was very very cinematic. The first time I saw it, I don't know. I just thought. It was pretty great, and it's not a bad game. I mean, okay, now if you analyze it, of course you will find better moves, but for an over the board game between these gentlemen, it's one of definitely one of my most favorite games.
Amazing. Yeah, it's very amazing. And also some very interesting, like for example, Anna Rudolph video, which is so popular, Unbelievable Magnus Loses. These titles are so beautifully done. I love them.
Yeah, I don't think I'm actually very good at titles. Some of them work, some of them don't. It's more of a trial and error. But I still don't think I like got the hang of the title art, because it's sometimes it's more is less. Sometimes it's less, it's more. Sometimes it works either way. I don't even know. Maybe people don't even watch the title. Maybe they just look at the thumbnail. I haven't done any analysis on this, so. Um, but yeah, I mean, of course, everyone wants people to click on their video, but it's important when they click on it and they arrive that they enjoy what they are presented with, and they stay.
True, true. Yeah, right now, Harish M in the chat says you have 40 videos above 1 million, which is
Okay.
very cool. Ashwin Iyer says, hello Sagar Antonio, two entertaining people are live together. This is good stuff. Thank you, Ashwin. Danish Chandrakar asks you a question. Could you tell your opinion on elitism in chess? Do you think people who are not good at chess should not stream or in any way express chess? Your thoughts on PogChamps and COB?
Well, I've addressed this issue many times now, and there's no actual point in elitism in chess, because I mean, however you spin it, you can try and find any counter argument to it, but the fact of the matter is that more people are getting into chess, and that can't be a bad thing for chess. I mean, chess is not meant to be played only on the highest level. I mean, if you, it's like someone would object of you going to the basketball court to shoot some, shoot some hoops, because you miss most of them, and you enjoy doing that very much. People would not object to that. People will be like, oh, look at him, he's like trying, very nice of him.
Mm.
But when it's public like this, people still think that just because it's online and you're like a public person now, that you have to have a certain rank or a certain, I don't know, title to speak your mind. And unfortunately, for those who share that opinion, the internet does not work that way, and something that they will have to get used to. Unfortunately for them.
In your journey, did you ever feel this kind of inadequacy because you didn't have a title or rating, or did you ever feel like that?
No, a lot of people have often said that, and I remember there was even like maybe even 2 or 3 threads on Reddit about who does this guy think he is? Why is he even discussing chess? He's a noob. He shouldn't do anything like that. But it's, again, my strength lies in that I. Uh, those comments and those kind of reactions do not affect me. So, I mean, I'm doing what I enjoy doing. I'd be doing this for free. I've been doing it for free for a very long time while doing like a regular job. So something that I enjoy doing, and you're more than welcome to hop on to a video of mine and try and share the hate. But as you said, it simply doesn't work.
Beautiful. Amazing. And you know what you did is player like Firuja, who is now touted as the next world champion, says that when he was young, he watched your videos and improved at chess, which is so heartening to hear.
Yeah, that's basically the pinnacle of my chess career, to have someone of Alireza's strength. The not Okay, here he actually said that he watched my videos when he was starting out, but to me it's a lot for anyone of that caliber to even know about me, let alone watch anything I make. Because I mean, my content is for new players. My content is for players who enjoy stories about chess players, and who don't mind me saying some what kind of mistakes to avoid in the opening or something like that. But of course, it's not for advanced players. But as you can see, even he, when he was starting out, got some ideas from the games that I've shown.
Yeah, and also I would like to say that the current chess boom in India, a lot
Mhm.
of comedians have started playing. Stand-up comedians have started playing chess. Samay, Biswa, you met them actually, all of them, Vaibhav, and these are the ones who kept up their interest in chess because of your videos. So in a way, you're
Uh,
responsible for this as well, because if it were not for you, they would not have been so interested in chess before the lockdown. So it's
Yeah, I
very good.
remember. I don't remember when it was, but I remember Samai invited me. Well, rather, yeah, he invited me to join him for a stream back when he was starting out. I think that was maybe one of his first chess streams, and
Right.
he invited me to play against some friends of his, I guess, more other comedians. And after that, he just completely blew up. Like, chess was immediately super popular, and next he had like Anand. He had
Yes.
a lot of very other strong players in his streams. So it's always very enjoyable, and people have a lot of good laughs.
Yeah. Do you think that recently the chess boom that is happening has also helped the channel or your channel to grow faster? What would you say is the reason? Is it just Queen's Gambit, or there is something else here?
Well, no, not really, because ever since my channel started growing, it's been growing at a pretty steady rate. And I would say that after Queen's Gambit, my channel maybe started growing a little bit faster, but that's like maybe 10%, maybe 15%,
Okay.
not more. So it's not like 50% or something like that. But I was as my channel is already quite big. Maybe if someone who was just starting out and was having a good run, maybe they would see maybe even 100% increase in viewers or maybe in subscribers.
Mm. Okay, very interesting.
But
How
it definitely helped. It definitely helped.
true? How was it meeting the world champion?
Oh, we didn't meet or talk. It was just you could barely grab a signature from them, and I ambushed them when they were crossing the street, so they couldn't really refuse. And yeah, everyone got me their signature except 11. 11 was so late for the game that he couldn't do it, so I came the other day, and then he was again late. I guess he's late for every game. But he gave me like a signature while passing by. It was basically an en passant signature, and I got everyone's signature
Nice.
except Wesley. So he couldn't. He didn't want to sign anything before the game. His mother said, I think that was his mother, that he will do it after the game. I think it's some sort of a maybe superstitious thing, but if it works, it works, and he shouldn't spoil it.
Yeah. And this was at Norway Chess, or where was it?
No, this was actually when they came to Croatia in Zagreb.
Oh, okay, in Zagreb. Very nice. Cool. Wonderful.
Yeah, like it's next door basically.
And Antonio, what I find just amazing about you is that your growth is not limited to just you. You also want others to grow with you. And this entire thought of excellent subscribers that you started, where you want to promote other chess streamers, is so, so positive. How did this idea come about?
I don't know. It just seemed reasonable. One of the things that I often thought people enjoy on my channel is that I, keep them updated about what's new in the world, what's happening in the world of chess, where they can acquire some information, where they can watch a certain video. If I see a good video, I will, invite everyone to watch it, and this way, it's well, chances of getting noticed when you're starting out are very low now, because everyone's a content creator nowadays. It's not like when I was starting out there were like 5 chess channels. Now I have no idea how many of them are there. It could be 500, could be 5,000. I really don't know. And it's just an idea to create a sort of a hub for people that you can come here and you can browse who is creating chess content, and maybe you're going to enjoy that, and not necessarily maybe their games. Maybe you're going to enjoy the setup they're using. Maybe you're going to enjoy something on that creator that you particularly like. Maybe it can be anything, but I thought it would be a nice hub where people can also
Beautiful.
discover new things.
I like this idea so much because I myself, in fact, ChessBase India has been helped in the past. Like I remember when there was this young boy Shrishwan who beat Ivanchuk, and you linked one of his old interviews that we had done. I mean, the interview had roughly like 2,000 views or so. But when you did this,
Uh-huh.
then everyone wanted to see who this young boy is, and they went and saw that interview,
uh,
and then it had like more than 20,000, 30,000 views because of you linking it, which is such a nice thought. And I always wanted to thank you for those little gestures which helped to popularize our channel as well. So thank you so much for that.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of what all of us are doing. We're promoting chess, and you're not gonna do better or grow better if uh, I don't know how to put it, but to me it's normal. If someone does something well, you should commend them, and also invite people to also enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah. And I like, by the way, I like the comment of Anish Giri on this post.
Yeah, he's always trolling.
Yeah. Safaljot Singh says, Agar, what is hashtag 2992 on your videos?
Oh, that's an accident because I have links to some other profiles of mine, like to Facebook, to Instagram, and I also have a link to my Blizzard account, which is hashtag 2992. And then recently, I don't know, maybe 3 or 6 months ago, YouTube started recognizing hashtags, and then started putting hashtags below your video. But prior to that, YouTube didn't do that. And now, because I have this hashtag 2992 in all of my videos, YouTube now presents them as some sort of a hashtag that I'm
Ah,
using. But I don't really mind, as not a lot of people in the world are using it, so I decided to keep it. And if people want to discover some long forgotten video of mine, they can just go hashtag 2992, and they're gonna
oh, cool.
be redirected to all of my videos. So it's a very, very, very quick way to get some random stuff.
Amazing. Jasroop Singh Walia says, Antonio, I started following your channel 2017 onwards during my study breaks. The evolution in analysis, quality, and visual interface over the years has been truly remarkable. Thank you for reigniting my love for chess.
Thank you for such a compliment. But yeah, like I said, it's not that I've okay, I did the actual changes, but it was mostly the people who watched the videos that introduced these little changes with time that I then implemented.
And your dream of making Nesmet Dino into a grandmaster, do you think you're going to follow up on that, or what's your plan? Because now you have reached 1 million.
Like I said in the video. Okay, it's a long video, not for everyone, but at the moment that I said that a few years back, I didn't. Well, first of all, I didn't think my channel would reach 1 million subscribers, but it's also a question whether we want Nijmedinov to be a grandmaster, but not an actual one, only an honorary grandmaster. And even though FIDE mentions that they make no a difference between a grandmaster and an honorary grandmaster, fact of the matter is that no one knows of any honorary grandmasters. So I don't know. What would actually be gained if he was granted the title of grandmaster? I don't know. I mean, we enjoy his games in the same fashion. Everything stays the same basically. So I still haven't even decided whether this is something to pursue. I will leave the video on for like a week, and then I'm going to go through all of the comments. Maybe people have some good insight that I can use in getting this decision. And well, of course, the most important part, no one says that would actually work. Even if we made some sort of a petition and sent it to
Yeah, true.
FIDE, they might just say, okay, that's a nice petition, we're not interested.
Yeah, perhaps it may work, but yeah, it's always doubtful. And these are some of this is the about section of Agadmator's channel here. Look at this. I what is it? I'm bad with these millions, but I see it's like 403 million views in the lifetime. That's true.
Okay, I didn't know it crossed 400 million. That's good stuff.
Good stuff, guys. 400 million views for Agad Mathur. Wow, this is amazing. And you are absolute inspiration. In fact, when you crossed 1 million, I made a video saying 10 reasons why I thought your channel crossed 1 million, and these were my 10 reasons for that. Uh, do you agree with them, or you think
Yeah, you just forgot the most important one.
which is
Yeah. Of course, Medo.
Meadow? Yes, you commented there on the video. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but okay.
passion,
I
consistency.
enjoyed all the other ones.
Yeah, it's so amazing, the length of the video, speed, focus, simplicity, thumbnails and titles, one man show, humility and connect. I think it just says it all. And before we end this, Antonio, I want you to, if you had to give one advice to someone out there watching this, who in their who have a dream of reaching that 1 million mark as a chess streamer, what would your advice be?
Well, advice number one would be you should find a different dream. The number of subscribers should never be your goal. It can merely be a consequence to what you're doing, or otherwise you are bound to fail. I mean, you will not be enjoying the content you make if you just try and make content that gets more subscribers. You could fall into a dark place, and if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to be able to do it for a very long time. And reaching a million subscribers requires a lot of work, and you should be able to enjoy that. So that's the first advice. And the second is you should start making videos if you're interested in that, regardless of your setup, regardless of the quality of your microphone or of the camera, because even if you won't get any views, you will get into the habit of actually making videos, and then at some point you're going to upgrade this, you're going to upgrade that. And okay, it might take a little bit longer, but it doesn't really make sense for you to wait until you have like a perfect setup for $10,000. I mean, who has that? And then you'll get all that, and then you will start trying to make content. So the most important thing is to start, but start for the right reasons.
Beautifully said. And Antonio, we wish you great luck. Very exciting times ahead for you, not just in streaming, not just in YouTube, but also in your personal life. And we wish you all the best. Thank you for devoting close to 2 hours of your time here. I mean, I'm very grateful to you for that. And I'm sure people enjoyed this show very
Oh,
much.
it's been super enjoyable. I thought it was like an hour.
Yeah, I told you it would be close to an hour, but it went a little longer. So sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
And yeah, catch
Okay,
up with
thank you
you
for
very
having me,
soon.
Shagar, and thank you everyone for joining in.
Yeah, bye, Antonio.
Until next time.
See you.
Later.
Bye. That was Agadmator, Antonio Radic. Such a wonderful personality, and so humble, so down to earth. A pleasure to talk to him. He makes you believe that anything is possible with hard work, consistency, just the right mindset. Um, you, I mean, you can't really put a finger on what is that one quality that has made him reach 1 million. It's a lot of things he's done right. And it was an absolute pleasure to have him here. As I said, someone would have thought a grandmaster would be the one, or a super grandmaster would be the one who would reach 1 million subscribers, or it would be a big chess organization. Here is Antonio, whose rating is just 1949 in chess, who is, who loves chess immensely, who has stories to tell you, and with all of that positive energy, he's built up something truly special in the world of chess, which is going to last forever. So I hope you enjoyed it today. And yeah, thank you all for being wonderful in the audience. I'm so grateful for the chat, that you had some nice questions for him. You had a lot of hearts for him. You were so welcoming. So thank you all. If you haven't liked this stream, please do like it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so. And guys, I'll see you later today, perhaps with the commentary of the FIDE Corporate Championship with Amruta. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye.